Hey everybody, so today I want to show you my go-to favorite eye look. I'm going to show you palette 4, which has fast become my very favorite of the Addiction palettes. I love them all, but this one has a slight edge for me. Looks great on people with brown eyes, which I have. So I'm just going to show you quick and easy how to use it. So lately I have actually been using our new Victorious matte splurge cream shadow. It's a nude color, and so you can use it as your shadow base. So I just put it all over my eyelid just to almost work as a primer, and then it just kind of mattifies and evens out all of the skin on my eyelid. And the nice thing about this is I always like products that do double duty. So you can wear this on its own, just by itself, for like a nude eye with some liner. And you can also pair it with other shadows. So I'm pairing it with my palette 4 today. I'm just using it as the base color, all over nude. So when you're doing shadow, you want to start from lightest to darkest, okay? So you can kind of build. So I am going to use our deluxe brush, which is one of my favorite brushes. It's just kind of your go-to really nice fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm going to use the color Tender, which is the lightest color here. This color is beautiful. I put it on my brow bone, so you can just fill in your brow bone area with the Tender, and then I'm just gonna do one eye actually, so the video is not as long. And I actually take some like on my cheekbone, and I use it to highlight like down the bridge of my nose and just blend it. You know, my eyes look crazy with the rest of my makeup done. It just shows you how important eye makeup is. And then I dab a little bit on the inner corner, and that's just gonna help brighten up my eye. This color is shimmery. It's like a champagne-y, shimmery tan. So it's really pretty. It's gonna shimmer in the light. So it just gives you, see how it kind of gives you that shimmery, dewy look versus like the flat. Just gives you that little bit of pizzazz, okay? So next up, I am just gonna take base colors. So I actually like to do this secretive color. I like shimmery colors, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take our deluxe brush again, and I'm just gonna apply it to my whole lid area, up to the crease. So on the whole movable part of my eyelid, I'm going to apply this secretive color. So I'm building up. This is like, I did very light first, and now this is like a light medium color. And you can do it any way you want, but if you don't want your eyes to look too dark, you want to start light and build up so you're not using too much of a dark color. Okay, so I like to do that. And then I take our angled shadow brush. One end is just a sponge, which is also great to apply metallic colors, because you can really dab it on and get that metallic color on there really bright and nice. So I'm just taking it just above the mobile part of my eyelid. Okay, next what I do, and you can choose any color you want, and this format would work for any palette. So choose a light color to highlight. You put it on your brow bone, on your inner eye. Then you're gonna take like a more medium shade, apply it to the movable part of your eyelid, and just a little bit above maybe. And then like you could go with this brown here. I like to use this cheerful like teal color because it's so pretty. So I'm just going to use a little bit. You can always add more, but it's harder to take away. I'm using it on this brush, which is just a little bit angled. And so I'm gonna make like a V shape in the corner of my eye. So I'm gonna dab it along my lash line, just on the outer corner, and then on the right on the crease. So I've kind of made a V there, and like this shadow brush sits exactly how I want it. So right on the lash line, and then right on the crease line, and then they can angle right at the corner of your eye, and then I blend. So I'm just kind of blending back and forth, blending that out. And you can kind of take it, you can just leave it in the very corner, or you can take it a little bit more dramatic in the crease. Depends on how dark of an eye you want. If you want it more dramatic, or if you just want it pretty low key. So I think I'm just gonna kind of keep it a little bit more low key today. Okay, so just a little bit of color and a little bit of darkness on the outside. If you wanted it darker, you could definitely take this triumphant color and do that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna quick take my deluxe brush and make sure everything's all blended up. You want to make sure everything's all blended together, which sometimes I forget to do when I'm in a hurry. Okay, so there's that. Now I take, like, that's my base shadow look. Now I'm gonna take our liner shader brush, and I'm gonna use this Brave color. If you had lighter brows, you could use Arrogant. I'm gonna take this Brave color and just use my dry angled brush here and fill in my brows. And this is like the perfect color because it's not too dark, but it still is dark enough to fill in. And if you wanted to go over this with like our brow gel just to like hold everything in place, you definitely could. I'm not going to today. I'm just showing you how much you can do with palette 4. So check the difference in my eyebrows there. Okay, I have dark brows. You would think maybe I don't need any help because it's not like you can't see them. They have decent shape to them. But look how much better it looks when I just give them a little bit of love. That's the difference right there. No love, love. Okay, so that's what we're doing there. And then what I like to do, and again, you can use a pencil liner. That's what I like to use most of the time. But I'm showing you that you can use palette 4 to basically do your whole entire eye. So I'm gonna take that angled brush that I just used to fill in my brows and spritz it with some of our rose water here, get it a little bit wet. And now I'm gonna take that Triumphant, that navy blue. You could also line with the teal or whatever you want, and I'm just gonna sweep it along my lash line for some liner. You don't wanna skip this liner because liner is really gonna make your lashes look even fuller, and it's gonna accentuate your eyes and make them look brighter and more awake because you're providing like contrast to the whites of your eyes so that it really kind of makes them pop. So if you just do shadow, that's fine, but if you really want to make your eyes pop, you want to do a little bit of liner. And whatever product you like to use, whether that's you know, like a liquid liner, which we have, or the pencil liner, or if you just want to use a shadow to create that liner, that works great too. Okay, then if you want, you can smudge. This is our crease brush. You can actually get a set of all of our eye brushes for a discounted price. It comes with 5 eye brushes. All the ones I'm showing you in this video come in that, plus it comes with a cream shadow brush, which I'm not using cream shadow, so I'm not using that today. So that is your basic eye look using palette 4. So you saw, I just did like my whole eye area. I did my brow, I did liner, I did shadow. All using palette 4. I love it. It's beautiful, beautiful like peacock colors. And then I started out with that Splurge Victorious cream shadow, which is that nude matte. There's no shimmer to this at all. So these are my go-tos. This is what I use almost every day. Love it. It looks so pretty.